What is up, guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. So in the last week or so we heard news that Dillian Whyte was likely to return on December the 7th. Obviously the Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz 2 undercard. And according to several reports online, Dillian Whyte will be facing Mariusz Wach on this undercard. And, I just really wanted to share my 2 cents on it. To be honest, it was the type of opponent I was expecting. Not world class, not top 10, not top 15, but a guy who's been around a long time, a guy who's durable, and a guy who could potentially take Dillian Whyte some rounds. As we know, Mariusz Wach has a tremendous chin, he's a big lump, and like I said, he's very experienced. So in this scenario where Dillian Whyte has been out, he's been going through some things outside the ring, as we know, a lot of distractions, etc. I think this is the perfect kind of stay busy / tune-up fight for Dillian Whyte because, Mariusz Wach never gets blasted out. He'll always go a few rounds, he'll always give it a go, but, he's never really going to trouble the elite level heavyweights. So I'm really not surprised Mariusz Wach is the front runner. And yeah, that is the type of opponent I was expecting. I think it's ideal for Dillian Whyte in this situation, to be honest. And hopefully, obviously, after this fight, providing Dillian wins, which he should do, of course, after this, hopefully, his whole UCAD situation gets resolved. We have some type of answer on that. And obviously, pending that, he can then resume his career and hopefully has a good 2020. So ultimately, a good addition to the card in terms of name value. A lot of people have been itching to see Dillian Whyte fight again. He actually has quite a large fan base out here now, so I'm sure those people will be very pleased with this news, and we'll see how he gets on. And, to be honest, I actually think this is a pretty good pay-per-view card. Credit where it's due, I'm really looking forward to this one. Obviously, the main event, Say No More, extremely intriguing. One of the fights I've looked forward to most this year. Obviously, we know how the first fight went down, surprisingly one-sided. Can Joshua make the adjustments in this rematch? Does Andy Ruiz have his number? Is Joshua suffering from mental scars from that first fight? There's so many questions going into this rematch, and that makes it extremely intriguing. The stakes are high, everything's on the line, and I love those type of fights. So, really looking forward to the main event, of course. On the undercard, you have an excellent fight between Alexander Povetkin and Michael Hunter. That fight is tremendous. It's a really good fight. I could really see that one going either way, to be honest, but I am leaning towards Michael Hunter on points. Very good fight though. You also have Filip Hrgović in somewhat of a step up. He will be fighting former title challenger Eric Molina. I know Eric Molina isn't great, but in comparison to previous competition, you would say it's a step up. Certainly, arguably at least. And obviously the return of Dillian Whyte looks set for this card. And another fight that got announced today, something a bit fun, something a bit out there, but heavyweight prospect Magomed Majidov will be fighting British journeyman Tom Little. Majidov was an excellent amateur. He has turned pro late, so we'll see how he gets on in the heavyweight division, but that is something to look out for as well. So the card itself is good, the main event's great. Looking forward to this one, and share your thoughts below in regards to the news that Dillian Whyte looks set to be returning on this card against the one and only Mariusz Wach. Share your thoughts below. Peace.